Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Awakened Tarot. On the back here is the website, myryve.com. There's a creative director. I can't get the book out of the box at the moment. It's kind of stuck. The creative director is Sally Willems, Willms. If you're interested, just thought I'd let you know. Supportive Oracle cards. Magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. Website at the bottom, hayhouse.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. What do we have for Cancer? Kind of like there's a lot of like uplifting energy going on, so we like that, right? I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just feeling a lot of good energy. So, okay. Ooh. All right, you got the Sun card as your outcome. To me, that's the best card in a tarot deck. Is this something? Okay. Somewhere in this situation, for somebody that means a lot to you, there's healing going on. Now, I think this is going to be good for you, to be fair. I do get that whoever this person is to you, I do feel like you would easily connect with them in the sense of, like, they're messy. They say things, and it's kind of like, ooh. Or it's kind of like they get involved in things, and it's like, ooh. You know, it's kind of like, ooh. This is somebody who, sometimes I just don't know what to do with them, is the best way to put it. It's kind of, but you care about them. They mean a lot. There's a lot of healing going on with this person. Is it going to be a smooth ride? No. Would you believe it if I said that? Probably not. And good for you. You shouldn't. You know what this is about with this person. You know that they just have issues. But there's healing coming in, which is a very exciting thing. Even though the road's still going to be rough, if things are getting better, I feel like this is somebody who probably, you have a lot of stress about them. Kind of like, you want better for them. You don't seem to be able to be effective with them because they won't let you. But the fact that things are going to start getting better and you're going to see it, I feel like that's a very uplifting energy. This is somebody you've tried. You've tried many, many, many times is what I'm getting. And I don't think you've given up on this person. It's just, you might be a little bit more selective at this point. Kind of like, you know what? It reminds me of like an energy I can think of where I know somebody who tries and they constantly try and it's just not what the other person wants. And sometimes I feel like there's whiplash because you do something good and they turn it around and make it sound like you did the worst thing on the planet, and it's not really fair. It might be one of those things. You've tried. Currently your energy might be kind of holding back, kind of like, you know what? I just don't want to be this person's target right now, so I'm just holding back, and you're not walking away, you're not over it, you're not disconnecting totally, but you're like, I just need a break because it just takes a lot sometimes, but you definitely still care. I wouldn't say that this is like a romance situation. It could be. Take it with a grain of salt. This is telling me where it's showing up that you deeply care about this person. This is somebody that, like, in your mind, until your last breath on this planet happens, you will always care about what happens to them. Always. That's the type of connection you have with this person. So it's not just like a coworker that, brings in muffins once in a while and you like. It's not that type of thing. This is somebody who, like, you would put as friend that almost slides into family, or somebody who's literally family. Something like that. Somebody who means a lot to you. The person they have change happening, they're doing something. And I feel like you're seeing it happen. They're making a choice. It's very interesting with this Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is like it's kind of random in my opinion. Fire just comes forward. Sometimes it's a short-term decision. Sometimes it's a short-term decision with long-term outcomes. I get that when I keep feeling that Two of Wands, I keep seeing the world. And I'm getting like a big change coming in. It may look on the outside that it's random. And in fact, you may look at it like, well, I don't. To you, it may seem random. I keep getting like there's more, especially with this Nine of Cups. I feel like this person knew what they were doing, and they may have been thinking about it for quite a while. I'm also getting this card. To me, this is very earth-oriented, the organization card. The person making this decision, it seems random. Something seems random to you. It just seems like, where did that come from? Like, completely out of the blue. I didn't see that coming. But I keep getting that just because it seems random doesn't mean it actually was. Keep that in mind. Even though that's the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands talks about some random energy, I'm kind of getting with that world energy right in the center, and I'm more of an intuitive reader. I think they had a plan. I think they knew what they were doing, especially with that Nine of Cups adding in. I think they knew. Take it with a grain of salt. Because when they're coming forward, a lot of things change. I'm getting a lot of changes happening from this. A lot of change. And at first, you may not know if you really like it or not, but you also, I feel like because of how this person is, you're kind of like, doesn't matter if I like it, it's happening either way. And I feel like you immediately click into that, like, all right, it's not my feelings if I want it or not, well, it's happening. This person's going to do what they want to do, and I know that's going to happen that way. And I feel like you're kind of pulling back and kind of like, all right, let's see where the dust settles. Let's just see where the dust settles, and I'll do what I can, and we'll see. I feel like you don't know what to think of it. When it first happens, you don't know what to think of it. There's a lot of healing coming in. I think I showed that healing card. I'll show it again in a minute. Judgment in the situation's favor. Overall, the situation's favor. Overall, there's judgment in a positive direction. You're included in that for sure. I mean, this is your reading, but I feel like you're still holding back, and I think this is smart. This may be a reading that kind of like is telling you that you're handling this well. Maybe you feel a little guilty or a little like, oh, should I get involved, or should I try to offer something? Should I try to help? And I feel like you keep recoiling, and they're like, yes, that's good. For right now, not hold back. Let it sort out. Let this kind of work forward. For right now, staying on the outside is a good idea. Staying on the outside is smart. You are very effective. I don't think anybody would question that you care. But for right now, it's kind of like if you stay out of the crossfire, you're more effective later. Things are sorting. I keep getting this. It seems random, but it's not. Staying out of it, I just feel like there's this guilty feeling for you, and they're like, you don't have to have that. It may be hard for you not to, but they're saying, let it sort out. Let the dust settle. Don't get involved unless, whatever it is. If somebody asks you for something, if somebody asks you for help, do that, but keep it minimal. Keep yourself busy, kind of like, okay, I got a lot going on, but I'll do what I can for you. Try not to talk about too much with this. Be careful what you say. Be very, very careful what you say. Try to keep verbally out of it. Even with people you trust, try to disconnect from it. Just try to excuse yourself from the situation. Let the dust settle first before you give your 2 cents. Also, by that point, once the dust settles, you'll get better information, so you can make better informed decisions about how you feel about it. Keep that in mind. This is going well. This actually is, again, you got the healing card coming in for this person. Somebody, again, it looks random on the outside. I really don't think it is, though. I really don't think it is. I think they know what they're doing. It just looks very random on the outside. Not that you have to agree with it either way, I know, but still, just there's something going on here. There's a lot of healing, a lot of good energy going on. When the dust settles, don't get pulled into arguments. You don't have to. You don't have to. It's not going to make you feel better. I don't really feel if you get pulled into any arguments, it's going to improve anything. I also feel if you stay out of arguments, because I feel like you got a lot going on. Cancer seems like they're usually, the ones I know, they're always involved helping people. They're very helpful. I think Cancers are very helpful, especially when they have family and things like that. They're always helping this, helping that. They care about people very deeply. Keep yourself over here involved in all of these other things. You don't have to get caught in the crossfire again. I would try to stay, I would keep dismissing myself. Keep helping. But if you have something where, oh, so-and-so needs help. Oh, I got to help my friend so-and-so. Go help the person you like. go do other things with other people. People don't have to know what you're doing. If you're like, maybe you have to take care of your health, and you're like, I'm gonna go visit a friend and go for like a walk every night for an hour. Do that. And just like, people don't have to know what you're exactly doing, but if you can stay disconnected, you don't have to get in the middle of these arguments, because there are a lot of arguments coming forward, a lot of little arguments. I just feel like you don't have to. You don't have to. It's not going to help the situation. And I really feel like if you end up in the middle of these arguments, I just feel like there's the chance of things redirecting back at you, and that's not fair. You can avoid the whole thing. You don't feel bad about it. You don't have to be a part of that. Let things kind of settle. Let people solve their own issues at this point. Okay, let that happen. You'll feel better. Ironically, in the long run, you'll feel better. If you're not involved in that craziness, which can be a challenge, it can be a challenge, but the more you stay out of it, the better it's going to be for you. It's not hurting it staying out of it, and it's not helping it getting involved in it. So keep that in mind. And it's not going to make you happy. It's just not. There's a lot of good things coming from this. Whoever made this decision, they have a lot to sort out. That's something, I feel like whoever this person is, they have to sort out their own situation. I feel like the less you're involved as this is going, as the dust is settling, if the less you're involved as the dust is settling, I just feel like this person doesn't want you to know the details. And I feel like they're being a lot kinder to you, maybe than more than normal, especially if this person tends to be difficult for you. They're a lot kinder to you. Don't ask questions that they don't want to answer. Keep that in mind. I feel like you already know how this person works. You know what questions not to ask, and you know where to center your energy, where it'll go the best. Because I feel like you can have a really good time with this energy in the sense of like they're healing. Healing isn't always comfortable. Like, it's painful to heal. Even like if you think about like a broken arm, it hurts when you break it, it hurts when you go through it. And then the healing process, you can't use your arm the way you'd like to, so it's uncomfortable. And it's kind of an inconvenience. If they're kind to you during that time because they're healing and you know what not to ask, I feel like you do. You know what not to ask. This can be a very enjoyable time. You might bond with this person a lot better than you have in previous years. I wouldn't say this is the permanent way this relationship will go for the rest of your life, but you could have a good season with it at least. Keep that in mind. I mean, it can go really well. The glamour thing is like, I feel like they don't want to tell you things. I think you know that. And if you push it, I feel like you also know that if you push it, they'll either be kind of rude or maybe they'll tell you half-truths anyway, and it doesn't really help you. So I feel like you know how this person is. This can be actually, by staying out of it and just enjoying what happens afterwards, you can be surprised how good this can get for you. This could be like a good season, and you would enjoy that, is what I'm getting. So they're just trying to give you information and energy and kind of helping you direct in a way that like things are going better for this person. You don't have to be in the middle of it. Stay to the side till the dust settles, and then just be careful what you talk about afterwards, and this can be a very enjoyable season for you. Maybe a couple seasons, but like the reason I keep using the term season is like it's like 3 months, yeah? Maybe 6 to 8 months if you're really lucky. You could have a really good time with this person, but you know, they are who they are. Things add up the way they add up. Just keep yourself aware of it. Enjoy it while it's good. Do your best to lengthen it. That's all I'm getting. Are we good? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.